What's good, YouTube? It's your boy John Cannon, and right now I'm sitting here doing, this is an Australian shipping label right here. The ones that have customs that like I have to put in manually are always the suckiest, but I do appreciate that international love. This whole video, I'm gonna have some training at the end, but this whole video is gonna be about the process of shipping and selling shirts and thinking that this junk is easy with YouTube, because it really is. It's just this one day that's tough. So let's get busy, guys. What's going on, YouTube? Let's go ahead and talk about the process that's going on screen right now. I really wasn't gonna talk numbers with y'all, but I feel like a lot of people are contacting me asking me like, hey, how do you start a clothing company? Where is this and that and the other? And I'm gonna tell y'all every single thing in this video, well, as much as I can remember. It's much more, but I've learned so much from just 2 clothing launches, and I'm so ready for more, so just hear me out. When you want to start a t-shirt company, when you want to start selling clothes to your supporters, you know people are gonna buy, right? You know your shit is gonna sell out, right? I'm talking about for people in that kind of situation. I'm not talking about building the audience. That is for another video. When you are at the point where you're like, all right, let's build a video. Let's build a brand now. Let's sell stuff. Let's get it all out of the way. You have to take shipping very, very seriously. And I learned this with my first launch. About 4 to 5 people got fucked really bad. I had to refund like 3 people. So let me just take you guys through the entire process and really break it down to you and show you how serious it is, right? So the money aspect of it. So say you have 100 shirts, hypothetically, all right? This is close to my numbers, right? Say you have 100 shirts, and one shirt and a wristband and the packaging and the label that goes on the packaging costs, well, weighs 8 ounces. Very, very easy numbers. So if that weighs 8 ounces, it's probably gonna cost about $3 to ship, okay? Most people, it might cost like $3 or $4 to ship depending on how fast you send it, but most people are gonna buy both colors, and that's what happened. I had about 60, almost 70 orders with some people, just a few people buying one shirt and a bunch of people buying 2. And what you have to realize is you have to weigh every single thing, and you have to price every single thing for shipping. Now, when you're a small company, I don't know about bigger companies, you have to front that money first. You have to have, say you have 100 shirts and every shirt costs $3 to $4 to send. Hypothetically, if they're only buying one shirt at a time, you need to have about $400 in your stamps account to first pay for the shipping. It's not like that money goes from your website to USPS or FedEx or whoever you're using. That doesn't happen. So number one, first and foremost, you need to have about, depending on how many you're selling, you need to have that money to the side. And for me, that was like $300 to $400 to the side just for shipping. Of course, you're reimbursed after you get your money from the launch, but you need to have that money to the side as well as like money that you need just to run everything else, which we're gonna talk about later. But so first and foremost, you need to have enough money to ship everything by yourself and not with the other people's money. And that's, of course, unless you're doing pre-orders or something like that, which I've never done that process, and so I don't know anything about that. But first and foremost, with the shipping, you need to realize that you're gonna have problems. People are going to put their addresses in wrong. You're going to have to contact people. You're going to have to do all of these things. So what you need to do is get a good website that takes their addresses in very nicely. I use bigcartel.com as a template for my website, and those are going to be that, everything I just said right there, I'm trying to remember, but everything I just said right there is going to be extremely crucial to having satisfied customers. Alright, y'all, I listed and organized all this stuff. These are all the orders that are about to go out right now. This is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Got all, well, right now we're about to take all these sheets right here, and put them in the front of the bags, and then put the content in the bags. We're going to show y'all that all fast. Next thing is really quick and really simple. It's gonna be quality. Quality of what you're selling. No matter who you are, how small or big you are, there's gonna be a bunch of people who support you. There's gonna be a nice little system of people who support you, and that's fantastic. They're gonna buy from your first, second, third launch, whatever. But you can't keep giving them shit, which is why I started High Quality. My last launch, I had Tri-Blends and I had Bella Canvas, which is, if anybody's ever bought bulk shit, you know that is expensive as you can buy. Depending on how many shirts you're buying, it's gonna depend on how much the shirts cost. But for me, a Tri-Blend, like just this last launch, a Tri-Blend shirt, just without the print, because I got it printed at a separate shop, without the print and everything, costs like $5 or $6, somewhere in that range. So say you want 100 shirts, you need $500 to $600, right? And then say you find a little local shop like I did, because I wanted to really control what was going on with my shirts. I wanted to be able to pull up and check on what was going on. That's just how I was taught to do business. You need to understand that it's gonna cost maybe $2.50 per print, and that's just for like a front little simple design. Very simple, very easy. But say the shirt's low end, say the shirts cost $500, you need 100 shirts. That's $500 you need. Okay, you need $500 for 100 shirts if they're that cheap for Tri-Blend, okay, the highest quality. Then you need to pay $2.50 per print. That's gonna be $7.50 per shirt. All right, and I'm sure that it was more than that for me. I almost know for a fact that it was more than that for me. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of money, so far we've covered shipping, low end $300. We've covered buying the shirts, low end $500. That's already $800. We've covered print, low end $250. And that's just saying with the quantity of 100 shirts. So what's that, about like 800? That's $1,050 right there. And that's not covering how much your packaging costs. That's not covering how much your labels cost, buying ink, your special little touches, like I put the JC stickers on the back of everything. That's not counting any of that. So say you're doing your first launch. Let's talk about money. Say you're doing your first launch. For a stamps account, like I do with my posting so I can prepay it at home, with a stamps account, you have to pay $15 to set it up a month. Man, labels, you have to buy all of those. Say hypothetically you have, you're selling 100 shirts. You need, of course people are gonna buy more than one shirt at a time, but you need to think as if they're all gonna buy one shirt. You need to have 100 packages. You need to have 100 labels. Because of course you're not gonna use 100. Like I said, I had like about 70 orders. Of course you're not gonna use it all, but you definitely need to plan to use it all. That's all I'm saying. And that's as far as I want to go in this video about, you know, the money aspect of it, this, that, and the other. You need to have $1,000 and something up front just for a small person to do a launch. That's all I'm saying. I hope this helped y'all a little bit. I don't want to give y'all extremely specific like details, but I hope this helped y'all a little bit, because a lot of people have been asking me like, how do you start a shirt company, this, that, and the other. And so just in terms of money and shipping, I think you need to just really understand that stuff costs a lot up front. That's all I'm saying.
Gosh, a bug went up my nose again.
You're so dirty. It did not fit. Okay, this isn't gonna work.
Okay, I have to be dirty.
Hey, EP, your shirt almost just fell in the trash can, man. I'm done. I'm done. Y'all, whoever bought the other 5 left, y'all get y'all sent out tomorrow. Shit.